this? What's really happening? Luke Walgreens. Oh, I can't believe we started already. I just have some loss of memory here. You ever been like that, Rob? WRob?
Loss of memory?
Yeah.
I get a little fuzzy sometimes when, you know, it's been a busy...
That's San Francisco thing.
Yeah. And also just living in a city and diving into like the entertainment scene, you can meet so many people at such an incredible clip that, you know, like names are like, holy cow, how do I remember all the names?
Yeah, names. Sometimes you ever get like you just pause because you're like you forget like you forgot what was supposed to happen next. Sometimes I'll be in the bathroom and I'm just looking at the door. I'm like, wait, I was supposed to do something. It's like you probably know you're supposed to leave the bathroom, but there's something you were supposed to do is more like all of a sudden it just hit you. I guess I think that's what it is. Actually, I just thought right now it might be what it is. Ever have that just moment?
Yeah, once or twice. But I am for good or bad. I'm very focused. I've always been.
Yeah.
I grew up in the Midwest, and you know that whole Protestant work ethic. I've been trying to get away from it all my life. I've been trying to learn how to really relax, but I don't know that how much I've succeeded. You know, I've always got that moving forward, shark-like work ethic.
Yeah, the work ethic. It kind of sucks sometimes because
it does.
Sometimes if you see an opportunity where you don't have to work, you would still want to work. But it's good to have your passions.
Yeah, absolutely. Doing things that touch other people in a good way. Yeah. If you got to be obsessed, then that's a good thing to be obsessed with.
Yeah, like that one song, "Pat That Ass." It's one of my favorites now.
We'll be sure to do that one then.
Oh, you really?
Oh yeah.
So you never tried the Fago?
Maybe when I was a kid. How long has it been around? The name.
It's from the Insane Clown Posse. That's the drink they promote. So it's probably been around for a long time.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid. I probably had one or two.
It's good stuff. He was at the D&E Lounge the other night. You ever performed there?
I have not. Not yet.
So
tell him I'm here. Tell him I'm waiting. Tell him I'm ready.
Yeah. What do artists need to contact them or what? Because it's a club thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm at the point now where a lot of those answers I don't have. I mean, I know how to create, I know how to make the product, but how to market it and sell it, I'm at the point where I need some sort of representation, some sort of agent / manager who knows the answers to
Jim Sweeney.
Jim Sweeney?
Did you know?
I don't know Jim Sweeney.
No, I don't. Because I picture he could be great in a burlesque setting.
Yes.
He's real big with that. D&E Lounge again.
Yeah.
Monday nights. They have right upstairs.
I have been to the DNA now that you mention it. Yeah, I did see one of the burlesque shows there. Yes.
Good stuff?
Yep.
Never thought about doing it yourself?
Cabaret. I've done one or two cabarets,
Okay.
which are leaning into burlesque. So yeah. I think I could. I don't know if I could do an actual burlesque show, but certainly cabaret, which is knocking on that door.
Yeah, there were these rappers there last night, along part of the Shaggy 2 Dope concert, where the rappers had nubs for arms. I believe even someone with the legs too. So I kind of I support that stuff. Getting their voice out there.
Yeah.
So you're from San Francisco. Not really though, from what it sounds like.
I've been all over the place, mostly in the eastern. I grew up in Buffalo, and then Ohio for a while, a little soybean town, and then the Philly suburbs, and then Florida, and then New York City, and then back to Florida, and now California.
Okay, say California. I kind of felt like San Francisco. You feel like is your home.
Yeah, yeah, I kind of had a feeling for a lot of my life that I would end up here someday.
Oh, that's not always a good thing for a lot of people. So is that the good for you?
Yeah,
That-
yeah. I've been here about 6 years, and I mean, people say the city has changed so much, which is probably true.
yeah.
But the one thing that I found right away is that there is still a very vibrant and alive artistic community. I mean, right away, I was able to fall into the open mics, whether it was,
Okay, there's a lot of those.
poetry
Yeah.
or music or comedy. I'm like, I can do all three. I'm one of the few performers who can do poetry or music or comedy open mics. So,
Okay, you hear that, Paul?
Yeah,
Look at this
absolutely.
guy, comedy and music. So I
So you're a
suppose,
double threat.
yes.
yeah, you could threaten people with your ukulele.
Yeah, watch out.
Not very threatening.
So I suppose you've been to the Hotel Utah.
I'm heading there tonight after
Okay.
here. Absolutely, I've done a couple of nice features there, and that's I haven't been to a lot of other big cities, checking out the open mic scene, but I got to think that maybe just maybe San Francisco is the best open mic city anywhere, and if that's the case, then Hotel Utah is the best open mic anywhere. It's such a
It's the one I think of. Yeah.
yeah.
And
For a performer, it's like a shrine. It's everything is close, and yet the energy is very high. It's just
well, yeah, because you're enclosed in that room, but then there's a set. I think there's a second too, right?
balcony up
And you
there.
get the. Yeah, I dig it. Oh, they used to have the glass cap.
Ooh, I've never been
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Wait, I think it was a glass. But yeah, still got the pinball machine there at the.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we got the right place. So San Francisco's treated you well.
Yeah, I got very lucky.
It's not the what they call it, the trash city.
No, I got very lucky. I'm living right in the geographic center of the city.
Okay,
at a
where's
place where I shouldn't be able to afford to live.
Hill?
Right on the Panhandle. I'm like 2 blocks off the Panhandle, and I got lucky because I found a landlord who's been there 30 years with rent control, and he's not greedy. And so
Not a greedy landlord.
yeah, yeah, it's very. I should not be living where I am, but
Okay, well,
got lucky.
we won't tell people that. So, but now they seem to hear more like you should maybe get another refrigerator or microwave.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
yeah, it's weird how some people find us celebrities in a way. To a lot of people, you're a celebrity, and I don't know why. The other day though, I got called to the office with some complaints. He said, I know you're this big celebrity around here. Like, wait, oh, really? Really? Me? I mean, I was just taking it like that. I wasn't saying anything bad because I, I should get a raise out of that.
It's a strange feeling when people that you don't know you. I mean, whether it's on just on a tiny scale, even if it happens a little, it's a strange. I don't know if it's a healthy thing, but it's certainly a strange feeling.
People always perceive people differently. Kind of differently.
Yeah.
It's weird. I got a complaint, and then naked did. And then when I came back down the very next customer I helped after hearing a complaint was a guy. First words out of his mouth was, "Oh, I'm glad to see you. You're one of the best workers here. You always help me out." It's like right when you run into a negative, boom, a positive right around the corner because it was right around the corner.
Yeah. If your heart is in the right place, you're trying to do good things, then yeah, I mean, no one's immune from negative stuff, particularly if you have an opinion. But no, if you keep on putting your heart in the right place, good things will come back.
Yeah, well, we'll always be wrong to somebody.
Yeah.
Usually respect.
Can't make everybody happy all the time.
No.
No, I don't know if I'd want to either. Yeah. You're a good balance there, WRob. And that's what WRob is. The artist name is not Rob. Wrobs.
It is a silent W. It's not my birth name, but it was actually my mom's idea. Because I reached a point where
the Wrob, not
the silent W. I was born Robert without a W. But at a certain point, I realized that it's my dad's name, and I never really identified with the name, but I didn't want to change my name to like doorknob tree sprout and make everybody who had always known me change. So I just wanted a little change, just a little. So a silent W, and that was my mom's idea. She was joking, but I said, yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Wait, doorknob tree stuff. Okay, I got it down. I'm just telling you. .com. All right, cool. Right, I'll thank you.
The guy loves
looking for it.
You gotta love that.
Yes.
You have your dad.
I just came back from New Hampshire, where my dad, at the age of 88, he climbed Mount Willard, which is not the biggest of them. I can't do the biggest ones anymore, but he's still getting up, a medium-sized mountain. So at 88. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so he made it back.
He made it to the top
and
back.
At 88, I'd be glad to make it to Mount Toilet. I'm just telling you.
No, because okay, so that's a positive. I was like, what? Because I did see on the news someone climbed like that and fell.
Mount Willard?
Mount Toilet?
There was
Mount Toilet. Oh, okay.
That happens. That happens too. That's why I closed. I turned the seat down now. So I got my favorite. It's an electric one too. I mean,
you're just defying death at every turn.
Yeah, I mean it's shocking. How would I die though like that?
You want to go down like that?
I mean, how would you really die or just shake? How do you want to die? Rob?
I have a little comedy routine where it's called magic icosahedron. And icosahedron it's the magic 8-ball. There's an icosahedron inside the magic 8-ball, and part of that routine is I'm asking the 8-ball questions, and I'm pretending. So like one of the questions that I give is magic icosahedron, will I die bloody and alone? I shake it, and it says, definitely so.
But it doesn't give you any details more than that, huh?
No detail.
Mine's always check back later or whatever it is.
I don't want to know the entire details. I would just like to know, like that, like bloody psychosis. At least give me a little mystery,
Yeah. I make comedy out of it because I'm not interested. I mean, I spent much of my lifetime trying to learn how to be in the moment instead of in the past or the future. So I'm happy in the moment.
Should we hear some songs? Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. For the people out there who have no idea why this fool is talking.
Yeah, I mean, so the question about the ukulele I got in the messenger here. Well, what's the best ukulele you can recommend that is not expensive?
Kala brand and Makala. Makala and Kala, they both have inexpensive yet good qualities, like $100 or less.
Which one is currently sponsoring you?
I am not sponsored. I actually, what do I have? I have a Teton and a Kamais.
So whoever's sending you the free one is the one we recommend.
There we go.
Okay,
I like that.
Yeah, I like $100 is actually great. Because I actually one time I got blackmailed, and I don't stand. I'm not gonna give in, but $100 was a good enough deal to where I was like, sure.
Yeah,
I'll pay that. All right.
Here we go. Let's. This is the big concert opener as of now. This is the 20th century had jailhouse rock, and the 21st century will have apocalypse rock. When governments come to power, what's the first thing they do? Get in bed with big oil and screw, drill, screw. It's apocalypse rock. Apocalypse rock. Get ready for the aftershock. Apocalypse rock. When environmental groups came to power, what's the first thing they did? Got in bed with big fuel. Of their scruples they got rid. It's apocalypse rock. Apocalypse rock. Get Get ready for the aftershock apocalypse rock. The planet's dying, let's frack. No more crying, let's frack. Soon be frying, let's frack. Frack me dirty, frack me raw. Choke me, croak me, buy off the law, rock. When science told Big Fuel we needed to change our way, Big Fuel said y'all drop dead. Changing our way don't pay. It's apocalypse rock. Apocalypse rock. Get ready for the aftershock. It ain't Mozart, it ain't Bach. Make your granddaddy squawk. Apocalypse rock.
Yeah. It was a Apocalypse Rock.
Thank you.
There was another one about fell from Earth too.
Yeah. And that book, that song came from. I read a book called Capitalism versus the Climate by Naomi Klein. And it's just, filled with information about, how we have reacted to climate change, or rather failed to react, and how big business is driving everything. And yet there's hope, because ironically enough, a lot of the hope for possibly saving this planet comes from First Nations, indigenous peoples, because strangely enough, a lot of the old treaties that no one paid attention to gave a lot of control to First Nations over huge tracts of land that nobody wanted, where nobody lived. And never thinking that they actually now, anything that happens on those lands, they have to approve. So a lot of the, the fracking and the more aggressive, destructive fossil fuel collecting, we're able to put a stop to some of that now because of these treaties with the First Nations.
Wow. You must have a degree. You went to college.
Yeah. I started out in theater. I got an acting degree. And then did a lot of acting, both acting and then directing and then playwriting, and I ran a couple little theaters in Florida. And but I also picked up a philosophy degree, a master's in philosophy along the way. Yeah,
seen that.
Yeah,
I heard so about turf. One time I've heard been called that. What's the frack thing?
Fracking. We're no longer just drilling for oil. We are going deeper into the earth, and fracking is a process where they send these charges deep into the earth, and they explode, and they poison the water tables, and we are able to get this. It's a different kind of oil that they're able to go through some purification process. But it's huge. It's far more destructive than drilling ever was, and that's the big rage in the 21st century for fossil fuels.
Yeah, see, that's why I asked, because I kind of knew, but no one's gonna be able to explain it like you can.
Yeah, and they're trying to do it, in the lands where nobody sees it, nobody knows, which is again going back to why the First Nations actually have influence right now, because these lands where
they're indigenous,
they have some amount of control.
Talking about the Native Americans.
Yeah.
They have control.
Yeah, for huge chunks of land, both in Canada and in America. Yeah, they have approval. They have to approve anything that happens. So.
It's good to know, because I think I'm cool with the indigenous, the Native Americans. I think I'm cool with them. Knowing that seems like they've rubbed me the wrong way there. You speak a lot about Earth and environment. Yeah, you had the song about falling from Earth.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Yeah. I do a lot of reading for, I don't know if this is typical for artists, but I'm constantly reading, and most of it is nonfiction science type books, trying to figure out, where we are as a species, how we got to this place, and what exactly is the nature of the problems that are before us, and yeah. So yeah, I'm Earth books, trying particularly the environment. Yeah, I'm always
animals are getting a little crazy. There's a otter they're trying to capture. Keeps flipping over people's surfboards.
Really?
And bears are. You always see the mountain lions.
Yeah.
And then
and I think a big part of that is because they're losing so much of their habitat that they're forced to
Yeah.
to try to live
them,
on lands where they're not they're getting the smart, and so their behavior is more unpredictable because we're pushing them into these corners.
And they're getting hostile. Like
Yeah.
even when I love the one there was a sea lion chasing the kids off the beach. I saw that one. There's I love I love the screams. Because I don't really I don't want kids or anything, so kind of it was cool. So
Before we move on, I need to just get a little water and clean my strings here because I did not wash my hand, but I got some water over here in my bag. Wash my hands before I came.
Well, right, I was because we're talking about animals. There was the manatee that raped his brother. I think it was at the zoo. They're even getting a little hostile with each other.
Really?
Man. Yeah, manatee. First thing that comes
Brothers
up.
will be brothers.
Yeah, I never wanted one. Imagine if I have two kids and they're brothers and I have to deal with, all right, you two, don't sleep together. Yeah, it was at the Florida Aquarium.
Lived near the manatees. I saw a number of live ones when I lived in Florida.
Now they're brothers. Yeah, so it looks like you're getting ready for some maybe a few more songs in.
You've prompted one. Let me do one that's a little bit about our animal friends. This is it's called 8 Billion. There are 30 million kangaroos hopping around, 30,000 lions making that lion sound, and there are 8 billion people, but some nights I feel like the only one. 60,000 crocs showing their teeth, 40,000 koalas munching on a leaf. There are 8 billion people, but some nights I feel like the only one. 27,000 rhinos rolling in the mud, a quadrillion mosquitoes sucking on our blood, 100,000 hippos and giraffes, but none of them want to share a few laughs. 6 million turtles swimming in the sea, can't find a friend just right for me. There are 8 billion people, but some nights I feel like the only one. 500,000 elephants and bison too, all the lonely people with nothing to do. There are 8 billion people, but some nights I feel like the only one. 13,000 manatees, not a whole lot. 1,500 pandas, that's all we got. 1,000 gorillas throwing around their heft. I feel like a red wolf, only 400 of them left. 8 billion humans in the world today, but no one to hold my hand and tell me it's okay. 8 billion humans might be ecological blight. Why couldn't I find one to hold me last night? There are 10,000 blue whales. I wish that were a typo. We're killing our friends in the sea below. 20,000 polar bears on disappearing ice. 200,000 seals, call that too high a price. 2 trillion cockroaches be here when we dead, with 3 million buzzards circling overhead, and there are 8 billion people, but some nights I feel like the only one.
That's deep, but it was nice because it didn't feel like that deep. It makes you listen to the lyrics.
That's the thing. I mean, the challenge that I find is, how do I write about very serious topics? And how do I have even a revolutionary mindset? Because I do. How do I do those things and yet create something that doesn't put people on the defensive, that doesn't overwhelm them with, trying to figure it out? How do being entertaining? That's a tough challenge when you're trying to save the world. Being entertaining is the challenge.
That's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
What song are you thinking next?
Here we go then. Let me get a little costume out here.
Oh, good. I got a music question.
Should we go into? Oh wait, they're seeing you. I was gonna switch to his camera really quick.
How do I tune the ukulele?
It's so much easier than it used to be. You musicians used to have to do it by ear, and now we have these little things that we just clip on, and bing, okay, that's good. Oh, that's good. Well, that's pretty good, and that's good. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
the old days we had to do it like by ear. We had to go, okay, there's the top string, and then you go right here. That should be the same. It's not quite perfect, and
I really want one now.
so there you go. That's very easy. So here we go. This is the second song from my concert. It's called Killer Moon. The Earthlings built a rocket and flew up to the moon. A moon base with a McBucks was coming very soon. But what's that celestial shaking? Our telescopes spy. Rumbling and a grumbling, the moon fell out of the sky. And then the moon killed the people. It dropped out of space. I don't like those people. I'll erase the human race. Yeah, the moon killed the people, rolled all over the earth. Those people must be weeds. They got no purpose or worth. The moon flattened Manhattan and stomped Suriname. It leveled Lapland and Vamoose, Vietnam. Whomped Washington and steamrolled Seoul. Boom Boom Khartoum and made the Holy See a hole. It plastered Paris and Godzilla Manila. Skipped over the sea and sank every naval flotilla. Flapjacked Fredonia, made Iceland crushed ice. Carpet bombed Canada 'cause they're too damn nice. It trampled Trieste, made Wagga Wagga a waste zone. Squished Bangladesh but left the penguins alone. Road killed Russia, pounded Peru to the ground. Bongoed the Congo, can't you hear that crunching sound? It mashed Madrid, and here's the part that's rad. It vaporized Vegas, but no one was really sad. It eyed North Korea, but they made their own noose. It eyed Kazakhstan, but they'd had enough abuse. It eyed Palestine, but Israel finished them off. Then it squashed the billionaires who were trying to blast off. Yeah, the moon killed the people. The other planets rejoiced. Mars said, I was so nervous I was getting a little moist. The moon killed the people. A populist pulverization. And here's where you can stick your International Space Station. The moon killed the people. Hopped from city to city. I don't like those people, they got no sense or pity. The moon killed the people, Mother Nature gave a cheer. I don't like those people, they stuck a flag in my rear.
Ooh, I like that. Because you keep listening and you go, oh, that's a story there.
Yeah.
And then you can't really predict what you're going to say, which is kind of cool. Because fire, or what you said, and as part, I was like getting ready to punch, and then you kind of sang it out a little bit, so I gotta pause.
Yeah.
And then it's a mini punch.
Yeah. It's fun to play with the pauses, and it's fun the way that I write songs. The rhyme schemes that I use are very particular, and it's fun because what that does is sometimes audience members will come back to me and say as they're listening to the song they're trying to hear in their head, like, anticipate what the rhyme is going to be, where the next rhyme is going to land, and yeah. So that's fun. That's fun to hear.
Uniqueness. So before you get into another song, let's see what got sent here. Oh, who were your musical influences?
I have often, when pushed to describe myself, I would say I'm the love child of Joni Mitchell and George Carlin.
George Carlin.
Yeah.
His brothers.
I have a connection, so I feel you.
Yeah. I caught him live twice.
When he talks like that, you, you can you could feel it. Huh?
Yeah, yeah. I caught him live twice, and he was just amazing.
All right, all right. I guess.
And what else? My musical influences. There's a lot of folk. I was drawn to a lot of folk music when I was a kid. Pete Seeger, Harry Chapin. I do story songs,
Like, yeah.
kind of like Harry Chapin used to do. Some of my songs are story songs.
To get you into it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think people might not know it's a story at first.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
already mentioned Joni Mitchell, and you just mentioned Pete Seeger, and what was the other one?
Harry Chapin.
Even Harry Chapin, Cats on the Cradle. And so you think it's totally
Country.
like everything's bulky for you. Little Guthrie in there,
Yeah,
Alice's
yeah.
Restaurant.
right?
Actually, Arlo Guthrie. I caught an Arlo Guthrie, and yeah, his more so than Woody. I listened to a ton of Arlo.
Right.
Yeah.
So you lean towards the Arlo. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Cool.
a good one. Instead of lean into the right or lean into the left, lean into the Arlo.
Well, it's like even like I'm a big Allman Brothers fan, and so it's like, oh, wait, where do you land? And I was like, oh, I'm more of a Greg Allman guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's also I'm not sure how this crept in my music. I think it just seemed the most natural, even though it's not what I grew up on. But a lot of my songs are blues oriented.
Yeah, blues, and you write all your songs.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so eventually I did get into the blues. The Buddy Guy is the best. But actually, when I'm listening to music, most of my influences are jazz. I
I was gonna say, but your uke playing is not blues inspired. It sounds like it's more something else, and then your lyric writing is.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So is that how it comes out of you?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
does it change all the time?
It changes. Like in some of the later songs, I'll do some more blues oriented ones, and then we'll see if it.
Oh, jazz and blues kind of. Like,
It could be his way of dealing with stuff.
oh, my
right? Cooking.
autocorrect is going for juice blues.
But yeah, jazz blues.
jazz
there's
blues,
an overlap there, sure.
Yeah, Jews blues. Have Jews been ever known for the blues?
Let me think.
Because people think,
well,
Jews in Hollywood.
I mean, a little jazz, not blues. I can
do
think some
this.
Jewish jazz artists. I don't know, was Glenn Miller Jewish?
Hey, was Glenn Miller Jewish?
Sure.
Because I know about that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
But I can't
okay.
think of any Jewish blues players.
Who
I'm
was
sure they're out there,
Who
but
was George Carlin.
I think he was a wasp.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
those are some deadly beasts.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So,
White Anglo-Saxon Protestant
Mm-hmm.
is what a wasp is. An older term.
I can see that. Anglo.
A lot of people used to term people like that in the 50s because it would kind of give them not only a geographic location where they're currently sitting, where they were coming from, and where they thought they were going. I think is probably a fair assessment of that statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But let me try one of my blues numbers and see how it comes across.
oh,
We
were
bring
you
out-
gonna do that, or did we just inspire that?
Oh, you
Ooh,
just inspired
okay.
that.
Thanks.
So I'm going to bring out the rest of the band for this one. All right, this is the first song that ever made me money. Certainly not much, but it's the first song that got me a featured performance where there was a little stipend. So this is one of my early songs. I've been writing for about 6 years, and this is one of the earliest. This is called "Kill the Blues." Hold on, let me just get the right angle on this. Okay. We can kill the sky and we can kill the sea. We can kill every single truffula tree, but the one thing we can't kill the blues. We can kill the rivers, we can kill the Everglades, we can kill our love and the memories that we made, but the one thing we can't kill the blues. We can kill the best and we can kill the worst. We can kill all the people who lived here first. But the one thing we can't kill the blues. We can kill the screams and we can kill the tears. We can numb ourselves with sports and God and beers. But we just can't kill the blues. We can kill the dodos and all the Hutus. We can kill the amphibians, Palestinians or Jews. But the one thing we can't kill the blues. Well, we can kill King and we can kill X. We can kill hope, we can kill sex. But the one thing we can't kill the blues. Hold on, it just fell off. Let me replace it there. There we go. Oh wait, it's backwards. Oh no, the humanity. We can kill reason and we can kill rhyme. We can kill and kill until there's nothing to kill but time. Still the one thing we can't kill the blues.
All right, so let me answer a question for you. Jewish blues musicians. Going from 1 to 20, Mike Bloomfield. Bette Midler, Amy Winehouse, Phil and Leonard Chess, Al Jolson, George Gershwin, Billy Joel, Willie Smith, Leonard Cohen, David Lee Roth, hello, Randy Newman, Lenny Kravitz. How did that one slip by you? Peter Hillerman, Sammy Davis Jr. I was waiting for that one. That was the one I could remember. Artie Shaw, Ron Tell, Robbie Krieger from The Doors, Sid Nathan, Saul K, Leslie West, and Herbie Mann.
Oh yeah.
So
there you go.
I didn't know Herbie. Yeah, Herbie Mann.
These are good people.
Yeah.
So the Jews are good people.
Yeah, hello.
One time I was pallbearer for a Jew.
Yeah.
My grandma. She was Jew. She was the only Jew in the family.
Every time I go to the Castro, Paul Bear.
That's what you were waiting for. Wow. That's pretty good.
I'm sorry.
I hope you use some of
All
that
day.
stuff.
I've been waiting for that. Yeah, I'll farm it out later.
That was
get it
actually
tomorrow, sorry.
good.
It's Paul Bear.
Yeah, for you people not from San Francisco.
Oh, that's horrible. Paul.
Google Bears and San Francisco.
Look at even Dana was like, I heard movement from the couch on that one.
Well, I mean, you just gotta Google Bears and San Francisco.
And then Paul.
I notice a lot of first animals and then always people in your songs.
Yeah. Trying, we are coming into a century where we're trying to represent the underrepresented, and so different groups of people.
Yeah.
Whether it's animals or underrepresented peoples, I try to incorporate a lot of that, and First Nations too. I got a couple of songs that are very First Nations oriented.
I hope the animals look, the aliens look like animals, like Alf.
Why do you hope that, Luke?
Well, I mean, I love cats. I just want to hug him. See?
Here, kitty.
See, he brings people together. Because we love cats. He loves to eat them, and then we made him suppress that urge. We came together. I think certain people are like, we need a reset. Aliens maybe the reset. They come to Earth and then they're just so different. They're fuzzy. They do something we don't like, but that makes us still embrace them, and they come to terms with it.
Well, Luke, I feel like you're asking me whether I have a song about aliens, and the answer,
Wow.
the answer is yes.
Great.
A UFO landed and took me for a ride. I had lovely hors d'oeuvres with the aliens inside. We took a little jaunt through outer space, and then I asked, how can we save the human race? And the aliens said, kick the balls of anyone in a mansion. Kick the balls of anyone with 2 homes. Kick the balls of anyone who puts a fence up where buffalo and beaver like to roam. I said, no, aliens, you must be wrong. We're learning to love and get along. Dr. King told us hate begets hate, so ball bashing is inappropriate. And the aliens said, kick the balls of anyone with a pool house. Kick the balls of anyone with a private jet. Kick the balls of anyone with a yacht or an industrial fishing net. I said, no, aliens, that can't be right. You can't treat life like a big bar fight. Gandhi taught us how to save humankind, and eye for an eye makes everyone blind. And the aliens said, kick the balls of anyone in a luxury box. Kick the balls of anyone in a jet set. Kick the balls of anyone with a golden parachute and CEOs without conscience or regret. I said, no, aliens, that's an awful plan. How can I make you understand? Asimov knew what violence meant, the last refuge of the incompetent. They could see they were getting nowhere with me, so we took one more spin round Neptune. They dropped me home and flew away. In my dreams that night I heard this tune. Kick the balls of anyone with a mansion. Kick the balls of anyone with a private jet. Kick the balls of anyone with a golden parachute or an industrial fishing net.
I'm gonna kick my dad in the balls.
You know how hard it is for me not to go over there and start grabbing my harmonica, my harp off the table and just start blowing, dude?
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
It's inspirational. Not only you're talented, you're an activist, and you got a little bit of humor going on there, dude.
Yeah.
So I like what you're bringing to the table. Bring it on.
You're kind of you said a hero, therefore.
Did I? Sure, you can throw that into the mix.
Throw it in.
Okay,
I think activist is where I was at.
Okay.
I feel like I don't want to eat another tuna fish sandwich again.
You're kind of a hero for the middle ground, I guess, or that wouldn't even know they are, maybe. Because I could see an activist, but we feel like open for here, like not really any side left or right. You are just for the people in peace and peacefully kicking people in the balls.
Yeah. I mean, it's a hard line to walk, because there are so many different demographics in this country, and a lot of them are divided, and so it's hard to be an entertainer, and without automatically turning off half the crowd if you're going to be outspoken.
Yeah.
And
People don't realize that.
And so part of the answer for me is that I have 60 songs that I keep in my repertoire. I've written over 300, but 60 in the repertoire. And out of those 60, I can mold a concert and pick and choose like 30 or so. And like if I'm in a red state, I was like, all right, here are the 30 for the red states. And here are the 30 for for downtown San Francisco. Here are the 30 for wherever.
Oh, cool. So if you're in a red state, you're doing Trump songs.
Not quite now, but I'm doing
Marjorie
songs.
Taylor Greene.
I'm doing songs that don't step on people's toes, that don't necessarily make upset, that maybe have a message, but it's more hidden in the humor, and so you're not really thinking about it because you're enjoying what's funny. And so I hide the message. I put a lot more sugar on the message in the red states.
Okay, yeah. Cause seeing you're a guy that just doesn't like unpeaceful vibes, toxic.
Yeah. I mean, that last one, kick the balls. Well, that sounds kind of violent, and
but it makes. I feel like it's a bar song, like sort of like 99 bottles of beer on the wall, and then next thing you know, they're singing about kicking balls.
Yeah. Yeah, that's again, that's another tough line to walk.
See-
Where to write about something that sounds violent, but to make it so silly that it's clearly not inciting
You said
violence.
kick the balls. You didn't say carjack somebody.
Nope.
You didn't say run over Pa. You said just kick the balls. They're still standing there. They have their wallet in their pocket. They have their car they can come back to. If they don't, it's not your fault. You know, yeah, no one slept with their wife. It's not your fault. I don't know. I'm picturing a guy, or a woman that likes women. You know, and you're just kicking them in their balls.
Here, hold on. Let me picture that for a minute.
Yeah, wait. I was going to ask if you have a pet. Do you have a pet?
No, it wouldn't be fair because I'm gone so much.
Yeah.
It
You
just-
love animals too much to.
To own
I-
one.
Yeah, and I've had some wonderful experiences with other animals.
Wait, excuse me.
Hey now.
Yeah, I think he made me think of. I don't know why I kicked the balls. And Paul commenting about kick the balls made me think you have like a wife and kids, right?
No,
Nothing.
nothing. I have never been anywhere close to that
'Cause
reality.
if you would have said wife, I mean, the kids. I'm like, oh, sorry, man. So I'm trying to get some emotion here. Okay, none at all. Wait, none at all.
I have
No
never,
kids.
never come close to that
Boy,
no
I just
reality.
wanted to kick you in the balls.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
it helps, I mean, you know, I just don't want like I still want to be able to have the sex, just not have the kids out of it.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the only thing I've ever been really torn about. A part of me has always wanted kids, but with what I'm trying to do, I mean, I'm married to my creativity. I'm married to what I'm trying to give the world, and so yeah, I don't want to do that to a kid, to put them, you know, to be an absentee parent.
I want to kick them in the balls.
But it's tough because I hit the age of 40 and I never had any impregnation fantasies in my life before the age of 40.
That's
But
correct.
since I hit 40, I have had nothing but impregnation fantasies.
Oh,
I don't. It's ridiculous. I
Oh,
wish it
no.
would
Glad
stop.
I'm sitting over here.
well, we're here for you, man.
I
Paul
don't know.
knows from example of having a lot of kids,
Yeah.
and you know the situation there, and
How many?
That I can cop to 5.
Wow.
That's all he knows about, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, use
They
that.
used to call me Johnny Appleseed.
That's
and-
a lot of seeds.
And do they all know you and love you?
No, come on now.
No.
I'm running about 30, 40. Oh, okay, wait. Good or bad? I'm running about 65% good.
Okay. All right.
This guy missed his chance on Mari and Springer.
Oh, yeah, no. Wouldn't want him to strain his voice on one episode. You are the father. You are the father. You are the father.
See,
Guess what? You're the father.
Paul's here to help you out. See what we got going on there.
Yeah.
And-
Here and for Jerry, here's a word for Jerry. Jerry, rest in non-existent heaven. Bless you, sainted angel Jerry Springer.
yeah, he was a judge, so he won't be judged, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, you know, I'm here for you because I never want kids.
He was a congressman in Vegas. Or, wait, no, Minnesota.
Oh, he was a
Minneapolis.
judge
He
on
was-
that TV.
He was a
too.
mayor in Cincinnati.
Mayor in Cincinnati.
I love that
That's what it
WPRP.
was.
I'm an Ohio.
Yeah, I
I'm
love
an
that
O-
TV show.
I'm an Ohio kid. I
That's what
remember.
it was. That's what it was. Okay.
He was great in that. Yeah. Yo, you got any death songs? Some good death songs?
Ooh, I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
I
had a
do.
friend.
And they have a beat, don't they?
I had a friend die. We talked about Pee Wee Herman already, right? He died.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until
I did not know
someone
that.
told me earlier.
And I had a friend, Brian Clark, rest in peace. He he did. I don't know how to. So he drank a lot, and how can you be there for someone that maybe have a addiction problem?
That's I mean, I'm right now. I think everybody is always dealing with it a little. I lived with a brother for a while who had that trouble, and just in New Hampshire, another brother, alcohol and pot, and you know, it got the best of him one night and just made everyone uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I mean, the only thing that I can add of any relevance to that is if you're trying to change some deep-seated addictive type behavior, you got to replace it with something. You can't just willpower it away. You got to put something else where that hole will be. That's all I know.
Put it right there from WRob. Cancer's been going around. Yeah. It's been a F cancer.
Here you go. You wanted a death song? I'm gonna bring up another instrument.
And then we had a comedian friend die recently, Peter Griffin.
Not Peter Griffin. That would be from Family Guy.
Yeah.
Peter Griffin Daily.
No, you know he seemed.
And then again, I heard that he hasn't passed yet.
Okay, what's going on? Wait. Oh.
But anyway, let's go to WRob.
Wait, hold on, man. Wait, there was nothing behind that. He really didn't pass away?
I don't know. We would have to verify.
Or are you saying because
you don't want to have a retraction next week, do you?
Are you saying because he's maybe in purgatory? Is that what you're saying?
Sure. No, I'm not. Somebody posted that he passed when he hasn't passed yet.
What the heck? How does everyone? There's a lot of people that are posting that he's rest in peace.
Right, because they're reading one person's post.
Jeez.
Jeez.
See, one thing he did, he was kind of like sacrificed himself because he was on my Facebook friend list once, and then he unfriended me. So he sacrificed himself for me. So that way I can add something. Because think about it, WRob, you wouldn't be here. Well, you wouldn't be here on my Facebook if it weren't for him.
Yeah. That's where we connected.
Hey, dead or alive, you wouldn't be here if it weren't for us. You wouldn't be here if it weren't for us. But cheers.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So here we go. A little death song. This is close to a death song. This is someone who is on the gallows, just about to die. And this is a folk song. This is a 19th century English folk song that Johnny Cash and Rick Rubin covered this just beautifully, brilliantly. If you've never heard their version, go home tonight and find it. It's but what I realized after finding the original was that as brilliant as Johnny's version is, he cleaned up the lyrics a little bit. So I went back to the original lyrics, rescued the original lyrics, and added a couple new verses of my own in great folk song tradition. So this is a story of a happy man named Sam Hall, and I'm finding out this is a brand new kazoo, and it doesn't work. This is the first time I've tried to use it. It doesn't work with this because it doesn't fit. So I'm gonna just pause and throw it up. So there'll be a little tiny pause.
That's good for getting in your car too, if you want your keys in there.
Oh yes. There we go. A happy man named Sam. Well, my name it is Sam Hall. It is Sam Hall. Yeah, my name it is Sam Hall. It is Sam Hall. Well, my name it is Sam Hall, and I hate you one and all. Yeah, I hate you one and all. Damn your eyes. Well, I fucked a man, they said, so they said. Yeah, I fucked a man, they said, so they said. Well, I fucked a man, they said, and I smashed in his head. And I left him laying dead. Well, damn his eyes. So a swinging I must go, I must go. Yeah, swinging I must go, I must go. Well, swinging I must go while you fuck-offs down below yell up, Sam, we told you so. Well, damn your eyes. And I saw Polly in the crowd, I saw Polly in the crowd, I saw Polly in the crowd, and I hollered right out loud, hey there, Polly, ain't you proud? Well, damn your eyes. And then Mama came dressed in black. Yeah, Mama came dressed in black. Well, Mama came dressed in black, and Daddy had a heart attack. Yeah, Daddy had a heart attack. Well, fuck his eyes. Then God came out of the blue. Yeah, God came out of the blue. Well, God came out of the blue and said, Sam, I forgive you. And I said, God, well, fuck you too. Damn your eyes. Well, my name it is Sam Hall. It is Sam Hall. Yeah, my name it is Sam Hall. It is Sam Hall. Well, my name it is Sam Hall. And I might just fuck y'all. Yeah, I might just fuck y'all. Damn your eyes.
Yeah. So, getting a vibe here. It seems like I get the peaceful vibe. Even though we talk about kicking the balls and effing the eyes. I don't know if we have sex, but song it can still be peaceful if it has like the rage that gets you wanting to get down, shake your arms, and move your legs instead of like so giraffe about the craziness.
Yeah. I think you can express rage in an entertaining way if you make it danceable and a little funny.
Yeah. Then you're talking about faith. Did you take any religious classes? Were you in one of those schools?
No. I mean, I grew up kind of, relaxed, very relaxed, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
Just like George Carlin.
Yeah, it was not pushed down my throats. I mean, we went, but no one really talked about it. But yeah, by the time I got to I think actually I remember getting confirmed at the age of 13 in the church, and I think if it had been the age of 14, I would have said, "Nah, no thanks." And, because I think that's that's like the window when you become a thinker, somewhere between 13 and 14. So they get you at 13, and if they'd kind of said, "Are you ready to be confirmed?" when I was 14, I would have said, "Nah, no thanks." But yeah, I've been a lot of my songs are a little merciless toward certainly religious institutions. I mean, if you got some honest spirituality, I'm okay with that. But yeah, religious institutions just seem to be up to no good continually. So,
Well, yeah. Sometimes it seems like you want to go there for the spirit, but it's more like people, and it could be you need a group of people, but then sometimes it could turn bad.
yeah. I mean, it fills an important social need. People need to feel like they're part of a community. So yeah, I mean, I get it. I still have many family members. Most of my family members are on the religious side, and I get it. It's a sense of belonging, of community, and of doing good things. The church does do some good things. So
Does it depend on the church?
yeah, yeah.
Or did Jamestown and people like that, did they do good things for the community
Now
before doing that?
I'm not
Were you
sure.
drinking the Kool-Aid?
I mean, I'm sure that the answer for probably some of the more cult-like is that yeah, I'm sure some of them did do some outreach things.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes me think Charles Manson. Yeah, where do you find your balance? So what is your faith? Uh, what, what are your beliefs?
Uh, my beliefs are very science-based. I'm a rational empiricist, and I'm content with not having the answers. I'm content with the odds are that when you die, that's it. I mean, science has tried to come up with something evidence of that death isn't death, and we're pretty smart at this point. Our scientists are pretty smart, and they found zero evidence that there's anything after death. So I don't know, and I'm comfortable with the thought that this is it, and make the most of it.
So what was the church you sound like you were raised in?
It was a Presbyterian.
Okay, I was baptized Presbyterian,
Yeah.
and at the same church, I've seen a lot of stuff. Cracked my head open. Fat kiss on the other side, teeter totter.
Yeah.
I think if they're kids, it's okay to say fat.
Yeah.
Because it's no longer a body issue. So what were
You're not body shaming.
No, that's if you're an adult. Because if you're a kid, you're shaming the parents. Shame on you.
Oh, if they're under the age of 18, they're your responsibility.
Yeah, yeah. So shame on you for. So I'm really shaming the parents.
Because they're the ones that supersized every Happy Meal.
Yeah, didn't they watch that movie? Supersize Me. He didn't look healthy. I mean, he was
Perfecto. Well preserved.
he was just a pothead.
I haven't seen the sequel. He did a sequel to that, which I haven't seen yet.
So it just came out, right?
No, it's been out for a while. Yeah, that's. But yeah, that's a fantastic.
Hey, you have some songs along these lines, huh?
You just made me think of one. See, let's bring back the
I just
regular.
don't want to put your kazoo on that holder.
Yeah, it's not working. It's this brand kazoo is just not working with that holder.
Let's
So.
not support that brand.
That brand holder anymore, no more. So isn't that one's the it's the what is it
That's it's the abortion thing, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say what is it Faye Dunaway? What's the word I'm looking for?
Have an abortion?
No more wire hangers.
Mommy Dearest.
Mommy Dearest. It's the Mommy Dearest kazoo holder edition.
Yes. All right, so you mentioned overweight and underage. I got a little song that touches upon that.
Yeah, touch.
This is the
speaking of that stuff. Kevin Spacey just got dismissed of all charges.
Really,
right? I believe. I mean, it said dismissed. I believe it said all charges. Wow. All. So now he's going to make a comeback. I guess a Hollywood comeback. He did not touch. I guess that's what dismiss means. He didn't touch those kids. And I didn't even realize he was gay till a week ago, which is all right. I just didn't realize he was gay.
Yeah.
I just thought that
now all those meals make sense that he bought you.
Oh, Wednesdays at a 280 truck stop. Every Wednesday, or there were certain days in the week I used to get one of the McDonald's breakfast meals dropped off at the car, at the truck stop.
But now with Kevin Spacey, I would imagine that there is going to be a slew of civil suits against him.
Yeah, I did not touch that kid.
Yeah, and it's gonna be it's harder
Kevin
to
Spacey.
It's harder to get off the hook when you're.
Well, you end up hearing about all the settles out of court, right?
Yeah.
You always hear that, but it's always for they never tell you this undisclosed amount of money. Yeah. They never tell you how much it is.
I think he's gonna,
unless you're like from Fox News.
Maybe he's gonna come back alive because he died in Horrible Bosses. Alive. Good.
I thought he was. What was that Netflix special or Netflix series he was on?
The political one.
Yeah, not West Wing or anything, but something like that.
Sounds boring.
Something House.
No. House of Cards. Yeah, there you go. You said the right word. Yeah.
Well, here we go. Back to the overweight and underage and many other things. This is the song that is my concert closer currently. This is called the Hug Song.
Oh.
Babies get 50 hugs and 50 laughs a day. How did adults go so far astray? Imagine 50 hugs and 50 laughs a day. How many do you get? How many would you say? Lost and alone, how'd we get this way? How do we fall so far astray? If young Hitler had 50 hugs a day, do you think we would know his name? If Chuck Manson had those hugs too, could his life have been the same? Do you think Tanya Harding would have been so disregarding? Do you think Don Trump would have been a poopy dump? Do you think Dick Nixon could have ordered Watergate? Would 10 million teens be so overweight? Do you think Bin Laden would have been a brutal ass? Do you think Limbaugh would have blown so much gas? Do you think Alan Klein would have said, mine? Do you think the Unabomber would have been so sad and somber? 50 hugs might not have saved MJ, though they would have turned around poor old OJ. So let's give giggles every single day to all the sad sacks passing our way. Give affirmations and ample approval. You don't even have to like us all, and don't save your hugs for only just one. That's a codependent orientation. Babies get 50 hugs and 50 laughs a day. How did adults go so far astray? Imagine 50 hugs and 50 laughs a day. How many do you get? How many would you say? Look at all the people who never ever play. It's time to hug our way to a beautiful new day.
Why 50?
That's the scientists took a look at what the average toddler or pre-toddler, what the average pre-toddler gets, and they realized that the average infant gets 50 hugs a day and laughs out loud 50 times. And so yeah, compare that with adults. You know, by the time you're an adult, how many hugs do you get a day, and how many times do you laugh out loud? It's much more meager numbers.
Do you do research for every song?
Not every song. Some of them, you know, I flow out of the brain. But yeah, there are a lot of my songs where, like that one about the animals, the endangered animals. Yeah, a lot of the songs require a ton of research, which is fun. I don't mind it, but yeah, I do appreciate it when someone appreciates the work that went into it.
Lyricist, yeah. You believe the aliens are coming?
No, I kind of like Don Henley's take on that. Don Henley did a song called "They're Not Here, They're Not Coming," which basically says that if they're out there and they took one look at where we are, they would say, "No, we don't want any part of what's going on that planet."
And you don't listen to pop music?
Not hardly. Just, you know, what friends bring to me. Sometimes, you know, a friend will say, "Here, you know, put their headphones on and listen to this." But aside from that, no.
What do you think about expensive ticket prices?
I've had some wonderful concert experiences in my life, but more and more over the past, you know, 20 years or so, I've hardly gone to any concerts. And yeah, it's because the prices just got, even when I could afford it, just on kind of general principle, you know, knowing that most working people can't afford that. I'm like, yeah, I don't want any part of it.
Hey, yeah, Taylor Swift was charging $1,200. Well, I knew some people that bought tickets for $1,200. You're not going to get anything less than $700. Is it more is it because the people are contributing to this? Is it, why would you think they would make it so high? This is rent money kind of price.
Yeah, I mean, that's what this happens when you have a society where we are so huge. And if we were much smaller, you know, like humans started out in, you know, tribes of 100 to 150, every tribe would have, you know, some crazy musician that everyone listened to, and some crazy funny person. But we live in this just enormous, beyond any comprehension, and locally we don't listen to the local artists as much. We, you know, I mean, yeah, there is a local artistic scene most places, but the people that we really pay attention to, by and large, and the consumers, by and large, are people who are not watching local artists, and they're watching the tiny handful of artists that, you know, filter through and make it to the top of the game.
They like the good marketing, I guess. It turns me off when someone says, "Okay, like Taylor Swift has the Swifties." That's when I run the other direction. Yeah, at least I like Doja Cat. She's a singer. When her fans started calling, saying the kittens or whatnot, she said, "No, don't call me that. I dig it. You gotta, I mean, you gotta break up that mental disorder, celebrities, because it's more of a mental disorder when doing that."
Yeah, and again, it goes back to what you were talking about with religion. You know,
because
we all want to belong. We want that feeling of community. So, you know, with religion falling apart in the big picture, religion is falling apart. So yeah, we're trying to replace it with communities, and whether it's, you know, Star Trek conventions or Swifties. I mean, we're all looking for community.
I saw this concert while everyone was going to the Taylor Swift concert. I was at the fair. They had some Motown groups playing.
Yeah.
Rolls Royce, Lakeside, Fillmore Slim, free with fair admission.
Yeah.
People just don't. Come on, that's what you got to support right there.
Yeah.
And at the most, their ticket price is probably $30, $50. They're all talking about the legends.
Yeah. I won't say all of the best concerts that I've been to have been either free or cheap, but a lot of them. A lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah. And there was like nobody at this concert too.
Yeah.
And these people go back 60s, 70s, and the music is. I want to support them.
Yeah.
But at least I could like go to the front stage, high five, and all that. Feel a little bit of a sweat.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's hear some more music here. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Where were we in the concert? Here we go. Let's get a little political.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get angry. Okay.
And let's get some more costumes going here.
Punch. That looks like cheese.
It does look like cheese. It is not cheese, however.
No. Yeah.
This is actually not even the full costume. I have an astronaut costume that I wear with this, but it just came from work, so I didn't have time to pick up any of the full costumes.
Okay. One ball. This must be Ross Perot.
Close.
Oh, money.
You're definitely on the right track.
Bill Clinton?
Not Perot, but what other very rich person is always in the news?
Oh, wait. Bill Gates.
Close. How about Jeff Bezos woke up feeling unfulfilled and strange. He summoned his accountant and said, "What can I do with my spare change?" And the accountant said, "You could fly to space or build 10,000 schools, cure dementia, or build 1,000 hospitals, give roads and power to 9 poor nations, or give your workers a decent life." He thought about what he should do, just what he ought, what was appropriate to his privileged place, and then he said, "I'm going to space! I'm going to space!" Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I lost the thread. I'm going to space. Oh, this rat race is a disgrace. Maybe I'll make a moon base. I totally lost the thread of this song. Live.
Dude, I thought that was part of the song. That was great.
I know.
Don't worry, that just shows what happens in live recordings. Don't worry, we'll take care of this in post.
Okay.
Dude, I didn't know you
start over.
Gee, please.
I didn't know you were breaking down the song. You lost track.
That's the thing. Good. When you're playing live, you can't lose it. You can't say, I lost it. You got to find a way to push it forward.
Before you start again, the only reason we didn't know you were Jeff Bezos is if you didn't have the little swoosh on the side of your head. Okay, go ahead.
Jeff Bezos woke up feeling unfulfilled and strange. He summoned his accountant and said, "What can I do with my spare change?" And the accountant said, "You could fly to space or build 10,000 schools, cure dementia, or build 1,000 hospitals, give roads and power to 9 poor nations, or give your workers a decent life." He thought about what he should do, just what he ought, and what was appropriate to his privileged place. And then he said, "I'm going to space! I'm going to I did it again.
I'm going to space!
Yes. All right. Take 3. This is the real one.
Okay, take 3, okay.
Jeff Bezos woke up feeling unfulfilled and strange. He summoned his accountant and asked. Take 4. Jeff Bezos woke up feeling unfulfilled and strange. He summoned his accountant and asked, "What can I do with my spare change?" And the accountant said, "You could fly to space or build 10,000 schools, cure dementia, or build 1,000 hospitals, give roads and power to 9 poor nations, or give your workers a decent life." He thought about what he should do, just what he ought, what was appropriate to his privileged place, and then he said, "Here it is. I'm going to space! I'm going to space! Oh, this rat race is a disgrace. Maybe I'll make a moon base. I need a cosmic coup de grace. They'll never call me commonplace. I'm going to space. His minions got to work, build a rocket to the sky. They frowned, but gag orders stifled their sighs. He told them to cut corners, he wanted it yesterday. A paparazzi orgy on Spaceos launch day. Boom, there he goes, up and away, and over the radio we hear him say, aha, I'm going to space! I'm going to space! Oh, this rat race is a disgrace! Maybe I'll make a moon base! I need a cosmic coup de grace! They'll never call me commonplace! I'm going to space! But deep in the engine's dark, there's a ping and a spark. A flow regulator gets the shakes. The rocket speeds up with no brakes. Now Jeff Bezos is lost in space. He's left the human race. He just missed the moon. Maybe he'll hit Neptune. Aw, Jeff's lost in space. An aeronautical disgrace. Who knows what he'll learn as he zips past Saturn? Poor Bezos lost in space. His steps he can't retrace. Someone hire a Seamus. Let's search Uranus. Jeff checks his email, finds an Amazon apology. Dear customer, sorry your O-ring went flooey. We're sending a replacement at no charge to you. You can keep the bad one. It's the least we can do. Oh, Jeffy.
Yeah. You ever want to go to space?
Woo. When people ask me what I want with my remains, I answer space. I want my body shot into space, so I'm just floating through the vacuum, and someday an alien race can find me and resuscitate me. But on a living level, yeah, I would, if I had the opportunity, I'd go to space. Yeah.
I thought when you meant space with your ashes, you meant like
not ashes, my body. My dead body. Shoot my dead body
so you
into
don't want to be
space.
cremated.
Right. Shoot my dead body into space so I can be resuscitated 10 million years from now by an alien race.
Because they would have sex with you.
Hopefully, yes. I think I did write a song about that too.
Oh, okay, here it comes.
No, but I think I retired that one. The audiences, they were confused.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because they thought you might want to do that thing.
Yes.
Yeah, their penises are probably slimy.
Yeah.
Their boobs are like Jello. They got no nipples. It's so weird. But their butts are like perfect though.
Yeah.
They're just two molds, but they're scales. Imagine that trying to have sex with that, and you cut your hand.
Yeah.
There's scales.
The sacrifices that we make.
Yeah. Could have done real jail time, prison time. I don't know. Just imagine the aliens' penises are like sharp.
Yeah. Cats. Did you know cat penises are barbed?
Oh my gosh, maybe that's where I got that from.
They have barbs so that if it's going in, the barbs are flattened, but when they pull out, the barbs spread. And that's why female cats.
About the barbed penises.
That's why female cats make that incredible.
Oh yes, Shannon. So you want to do a song for Shannon here?
Sure. Hello, Shannon. All right.
They were supposed to let you in here, right there.
All right, this is WRob, Shannon Battle.
Hello.
Here, and I'll get you all on air in just a moment.
All right. Here we go then. I'll do a song. This is a new song. This is not the blues. This is the whites. I'd feel shame, but craft beer numbs the pain. I'd feel remorse, but emotions are so coarse. I'd be appalled if I felt anything at all. It's getting harder. Get through the night. Don't call it the blues. I guess I got the whites. I'd feel guilt, but my summer home's almost built. I'd feel distress, but distress I suppress. I'd feel outrage, but it's hard to leave center stage. I got airsick, flying at these heights. Don't call it the blues. I guess I got the whites. I'd be mortified, but I got too much pride. I'd give it away, but I got bills to pay. Can I make a deposit, a little donation, without someone screaming, eternal damnation? I'd feel regret, but I don't want to just yet. I feel unclear, don't show me the mirror. I feel like hell, my therapist says don't dwell. Did someone give America the last rites? Don't call it the blues. I guess I got the whites. Everyone howling about their rights. I'd feel contrite, but I gotta catch a flight. Don't call it the blues. I guess I got the whites.
Whites. Sounds like the first time I met my family. The whites. They're very. I mean, well,
Yeah.
that side of the family. Like they're very white. Like
Yeah.
I'm jealous. You know. I mean, I want to get pulled over and not. Yeah. Well, it happens now with age. Don't really get pulled over, but I used to. You know, I used to get pulled over a lot, and you know, they didn't. I guess they didn't see the whites. Yeah, I mean,
I'll go off of what Luke's saying. I'm gonna take this off. Put it out of context. What is the meaning of
I know that's not it. Walked in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not it. Yeah.
no, I know what it's about. I would like
produce the show. That's all I'm saying.
I would like a house and you know some great cooking too, and minus the kids. But yeah, is that not what it's about? You
That
know,
is,
it's a
this
good
is,
job.
it's sung from the point of view of a white person
Oh, yeah.
who doesn't want to give up the power and the prestige and the money and everything that white people have collected off of other people's backs. So this is a first person from the point of view of a white person. You know, I'd feel shame, but you know, craft beer numbs the pain. You know, all the ways that we deny the things that we do. So yeah, it's a
Yeah. That Bud Light comes with a lot of emotions. Again, craft.
yeah.
You know,
Well, it's a very white drink.
yeah, Bud Light's the queen. Anyway, yeah. Budweiser's the king. Whites have two. Oh, the whites have two careers. Man, I've always wanted a career. That's awesome, right? A career. But I mean, Shannon Battle here. You've actually see what I like what people do. Job, career, passed all that and went to stardom. Right? No, you need the job or the career.
Yeah, I wouldn't do right now. So that part of my career, I'm not quite there.
It's actually the best. Well, okay, we don't talk about that.
No.
Luke, he's eating $2 bag of chips there.
No.
He hasn't gone that far.
No. Wait, you know what he's talking about by free parking, right?
Sure.
Because you went where I told you to park.
Actually, I did not park.
Oh, good. You could talk about it. Good.
No, I sat here. I parked right next to the Goodfellas building. Where it's a tow zone, I'm pretty sure. But I was like, it's only 30 minutes left of the show. We're gonna just leave some guys.
Look at that. He's a baller.
Well, I know what the gasp was about. Was it about because that's where the detox clinic or
the methadone clinic.
Methadone clinic is. Or,
Yeah, well, something went wrong because I seen a bunch of ambulance and policemen coming out of one of the side doors.
Oh, they're probably someone.
Trying to get high things on.
Someone maybe OD. Yeah, we you know what it makes me think about, you know, so posing that question, well, we had a good amount of people from the marine side of the bridge that get scared when they come over here. Specifically this street, because they say, yeah, I'm coming, I can't wait to be on your show, and then the next thing I know, they're screaming, and what's going on? I'm scared, I can't do this. And then next thing you know, they're telling me what other streets they're driving because they're just driving around scared. Wow.
There is a huge difference I have found in Marin crowds. Once in a while, I'll go up to Marin to do an open mic or something, and if I do my political songs where I'm calling out rich people or calling out white people that just they do not fly in Marin. The audiences get quiet. They get.
I mean, but you're calling out the crowd at that point. Like, it's not like you're giving them. They are the art, and they're like they feel some type of way. Like, no one wants to be the butt of the joke or the topic of the song. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, the truth get people uncomfortable. Shit.
I don't
Go
really.
to the room that we wanted to do.
Yeah.
I'd rather perform in Blacksville than Oakland. Fuck that.
Oh, can you turn up his mic?
Yeah.
I'll take that challenge. Shit. It get quiet, book it twice. Do it again. Straight up. Like, art not always supposed to make people comfortable, bro.
Is
It's
that
not.
really Hangtown? Like, is it,
Hangtown? Yeah, that's Hangtown. Yeah. It's 30 minutes north of Folsom.
You are the voice of the people.
I used to live in Folsom. I did it on purpose. So you gotta wake up and look at me every day, Miss
Well, the
Johnson.
Placerville's a
I don't give a
Hangtown, but
damn.
that kind of is the same.
Any town that connects to the Sacramento River has at some point been a part of the slave trade at some point. It's
You're
historically
bridging the
proven.
gap here.
Yeah, it's right there. I mean, what you think was the easiest way to transport us, baby?
Wait, are we talking about trains?
No, I'm talking about the river. Ain't they connected to Sacramento River?
Oh yeah, I did see that in the route.
yeah.
That is
It
messed
made it
up.
so much easier to get us up and down the. Surely during the time when we were mining up in the hills up there in Auburn and stuff like that.
It'd be
There
worse.
wasn't always cars and automobiles.
Yeah. Who you think
Wow.
was? Yeah, they would transport us with the coal. You get
And
two
horses
black things
cost
in
a
one
lot
box.
of money.
You know what would be worse?
Not to make this a racial thing, but yes, that's
No, I think we
that's
just
where it
did.
comes from. But that's where it comes from. Yes, it's hanging.
It would be worse if they made people walk through the river with socks on. That's worse because you're feeling that sogginess in your sock.
You live in SF. You sure you don't walk through the water?
No,
with your socks
I
on?
wouldn't live in this town, man. He's telling me the greatness of the city. So I'm a once a week visitor here.
Not the city, but the people. Some of the people, but yeah.
And
yeah.
parts of the city are great.
Yes.
He doesn't live here either.
Like, you guys have Cobb's Comedy
But
Club, for
I've
Christ's
done a
sakes.
lot
Like,
of time here.
Well, I woke up and Bryant also.
There you go.
But not just overnight. Yeah, we got cops. So out of towners here. WRob. I guess they're out of towners. And Shannon's hitting it there with we got Cobbs.
You got
What's
the
so
International
great
Art-
about the city here?
no, you got International Art Museum. You got Cobb's. You got the Zigzag Street. I mean, shit, you guys have more stuff for pedestrians to do than cars here. Shit, I'm like, it's it's all types of shit. You
Golden
got-
Gate Park, they got rid of the cars.
Yeah, you got Alcatraz. Even though I don't know many black people that want to see where they could have been incarcerated, but whatever. But you know, it's like I'm good. I'm like,
I'll
this
go
what
there
could
with
be.
you.
This what could have happened if you fucked up. I'm good. Like I don't want to go there. Like I'm good.
We could
I watched
join-
Orange is the New Black. I don't need to go here, dude.
We could join forces. I'll go there with you.
Nah, I'm good. I'm not missing shit there, buddy. I'm good. Like
I was
I
watching.
just got out of
60
jail this
Days
year.
In.
I don't want to go back. Fuck that. I don't need to. I know what it feel like, but look, I don't
You
need,
did. Huh?
I don't
You
need
went
no
you
more.
Went to jail.
I don't need no more experience.
You
I'm
went to
good.
jail this year.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
How was that?
It wasn't that bad. Because you get special treatment when you don't.
When you're a celebrity.
Wait, no, well, kind of. But when you don't, well, kind of. That's kind of what happened. But when you don't piss them off, like, you know what I mean? Like the moment you acknowledge that they're human beings and they're just doing their job, and you don't make it more difficult than what the fuck it already is, they're chilling. Next thing you know, you get warm blankets and shit. You get an extra meal. Like, you're chilling. Like, they're not tripping. They was like, we get paid the same way if we treat you like shit or like a human. We get paid the same way. So why not just make this easy?
That's
Now,
right.
I'm not saying that all cops are that fair.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm talking correctional office versus police. It's two different things, right?
Yeah. What level was this? Was this a
It's
local
J Street,
or-
bro. I'm down on J Street, bro. Ain't that
Sacramento.
crazy, man? Like,
Okay.
yeah. Now we talking like the branch or something. I don't have no words for that. Like, that's complete utter bullshit over there. But
Talking about Sacramento.
yeah, because that's a prison that they made a jail. That's some bullshit. Like, yeah, so they're not even up to code in there. But we say that for another podcast.
Yeah. The
Shit
prison
ridiculous.
talk. Yeah. Because I watched the 60 Days In, the last season, and they didn't pick races. The times have changed.
Well, jail and prison, two different things. So that whole the racial groups and how we have to culturally stay together. That's not in jail. Like in jail, I can take a soup from one of them.
Okay.
In prison, I can't do that shit. We ain't saying Quentin, I can't talk to them. But yeah, J Street, yeah, you want to play some cards? Fuck it. I'm like, it's different. It's different now. The fact that they are shaking their heads and agree and know all this shit lets me know a lot about them. But I'm like, but the point is, like, they understand the
Yeah.
difference
Okay.
in those two cultures. Yeah. And I'm the type of person, I don't really give a fuck. So, like, I wouldn't do well in prison. I'm like, if I've known you since kindergarten, fuck these politics. That's my guy. That's my guy. I'll feed him before you. You're a stranger. I know this motherfucker. He just don't look like me. Like, fuck your rules.
This guy. You
I wouldn't do well in prison at all.
use your smarts though.
No, they beat shit out of me in there. Like, I wouldn't do well at all. Like, it'd be so bad.
That's what
So I don't
happened
like
to
rules.
Franklin. He got beat up. Right?
And it's crazy that somebody that broke rules is now giving me rules. Oh, what the fuck? The irony? Like, oh, now y'all got rules and regulations? What the
We're
fuck was
talking
that when
about
you had your
Snowfall.
freedom. Like, that's crazy.
We're talking about Snowfall, right?
I'm talking about being in Baltimore or SF or any
Okay,
other
yeah,
inner
yeah.
city that got a fucked up atmosphere to it.
Because that Franklin, he got beat up and still came out running things, right?
Are we talking about Franklin from Grand Theft Auto?
Snowfall.
Oh, Snowfall. All right, I was like, you talking about a video
Wait,
game
that's
right now?
Franklin, right?
I was like, are you fucking serious right now? Look, like, that's the
But they
comparison.
coming out with a wait, no, not Gran. They coming out with a movie, Gran Turismo, though. Yeah.
I'd rather see the Grand Theft Auto movie. But, I mean, you know, honestly, a Grand Theft Auto movie is just what Fast and Furious used to be,
But more fun.
but
right?
more fun.
I wonder if it'd have a good
More
budget
hookers.
too.
It'd be more hookers for sure.
Yeah, beating hookers, you say?
Beating hookers. No, they would just be more hookers present. We don't have to beat them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like you've changed. You've changed. You should get the complaints about being a womanizer.
Who?
Yeah.
Who a womanizer, man?
Yeah.
I don't get complaints. I've had constructive. I've had constructive conversations with other comics and artists in the industry, and I've initiated these conversations. Well, I'm just like, it made you uncomfortable. Tell me how. Don't go to Facebook and this woman's retreat for comedians up in Rockland. Like, just tell me. Like, you have to work with me every week any damn ways. Tell me. And I want to not be that toxic person, right?
Not be toxic.
Yeah, I don't want to be. No, I get to do that shit on stage. I don't have to do it off stage. So, you know, just facts. Like, I get paid to be an asshole. Like, I don't have to do it when I get off stage. Yeah. So, but the thing is if I say something that makes you uncomfortable, if I do something that makes you uncomfortable, but it's only in certain environments, you can't charge me to know all of that. Like, for instance, a comedian got offended because I used the word retard, but they don't say anything when I use the word nigga. I'm like, if a
Black
term
Eyed
is
Peas
going to
said it.
offend you, you can't pick one. It got to be everything. So, I mean, I can't say faggot, none of that shit. Like, you can't just pick one thing.
Was the
that I
person
said.
that was upset that you said that? What color were they?
Were
They're
they a
white.
fag?
Oh, of course.
Oh.
Because you can say
Okay, well.
that word.
But I'm not a nigga, so why I can say nigga? I'm not a nigga.
No, but it's kind of like why I can't. So every time a Eminem song on or whoever singing
I'm
that
listening.
word, I can't sing it either because I gotta look like this, looking around the room.
But this is my thing. What justifies me saying any word? Like, what would justify me saying retard?
Well,
that I have
I
a
don't
proven
think
track
it's
of having
right to
special
see
needs in
either one of
education
those-
systems? Like,
Neither one of those words is a good word.
Gotcha. I understand.
They're horrible.
I agree with you.
Well,
on that.
isn't
I
it-
agree with you on that. I agree.
One is definitely worse than the other.
You can't weigh evil, goddammit.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, if you can. Well, I don't weight retard as bad as nigga. So
I don't.
if I get to do that,
people have gotten killed over the word nigger.
Well,
yeah. Well,
I don't know.
nigga and
I don't know.
nigga, they two different words. They two
Right.
different words. They two different words.
You
They
gave
use,
it-
and they
you-
use a little
you
differently.
gave him a chance to say
And,
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah, no, he fine. I gave him full platform.
No, but I
right
meant
there.
with an R.
Yeah.
He's got to explain it now.
No, I meant either one of those coming out of a
He's
white
on the
person's
spot.
mouth.
So let's come off of race, right? Let's just look at words, right? Let's come out of race. Let's come out of race. Just
Yeah,
look
let's
at
do that.
words.
Let's
But
go.
but let's look at words. Let's focus on words.
Right.
Hey, that's a beautiful girl over there. Look at that bad bitch. She'll be like, oh my god, don't call her that.
Right.
But then they'll talk to each other. Girl, bitch, you look good today.
Right.
And it's okay, right?
Right.
I can't. Who gets to deem and pick and choose when these
Right,
words are
right.
culturally acceptable? Okay, you know they're socially acceptable. Who gets to charge and who writes that dialogue? Who writes to let me know that dialogue is correct? Like,
Especially in today's day.
and today, where anything could offend anybody. But then the small list of things are okay. I'm like, no, let's make it very black and white. What's offensive and what's not? Not because this one thing offends you today, but on Monday it's cool. Like, it needs to be clear guidelines.
And you're right.
It's
And
hard to
you're
stick
right.
within a
There's
line
not
that's
different
invisible.
levels of evil because those levels change daily too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because
I
there's
mean,
words that mean something today that didn't mean as much.
And
yesterday.
that's there you go.
Yeah. So that being said, you know,
Right.
when someone's open to having that conversation, then
Right.
we can talk. And I might even change my mind. I might even go out my way to adapt my vocab in that
I've
moment.
changed my mind quite
Yeah.
frequently.
When I'm around this person, like not use these words
Look
because
what
of these
happened.
things that they said, but you know. But then don't tell me I can't say it, but now watch somebody else in your circle say it. I'm like, whoa, now I really feel personal now.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, so you know.
Yeah, so you got.
That's my thing. And
yeah.
but that's the spark of the question you just asked me
Yeah.
about me offending people in my comedy scene. It's me offending people that don't like that. I love my First Amendment all the way through.
Well, you got to watch how toxic of a
Not just
man
on weekends.
you are, but then you got what about you got the toxic women like Dre Myers out there, right? What What's
I'm not gonna speak on that woman, but she's in LA right now doing her thing.
But any other
I'm not gonna
you're,
speak on that woman.
you're
Paul's
a
gonna
lot different
speak
than
on it
you
now.
are on stage. Because on stage, you're harsh. You're not like that in real life. I've met you before. You're totally different than you are on
where'd you
stage.
two meet here?
You play kind of a character.
Oof.
Well, an exaggerated part of yourself.
I have less. It's a little bit. That sounds better. It's more. I exaggerate myself a little bit more on stage, and the filter's not there as much because I might feel that way off stage, but I have to have a filter. Off stage, I don't have a microphone. I'm not performing, so now I need to be an outstanding fucking person. Like versus saying how I really want to feel, I'm gonna have a little bit more of a filter. I'm no longer on stage. I'm no longer performing. Now you don't look at me in the lens of a comedian no more.
Right.
Now I'm an adult.
Right.
I'm a man, and you can be like, and that man just offended me, right? Versus on stage, you can't hold me that much to that card, right?
Right.
You know, for that 30 minutes, I get to offend you possibly. Like once I get off stage, now I need to go back to being out of my way of not doing that.
Right.
Because now I'm just using the art form as an excuse to be an asshole.
Well, that's why you were also reaching out to these different women and just saying, "Hey, by the way, am I overstepping?"
Yeah, and I go out of my way to do that because I'm like, am I doing too much? Yeah.
You're aware of what the hell going on in the world.
Yeah. And I don't say like, oh, they're just doing too much. They're acting like victims. No, I did something to trigger you to feel like that. But you need to tell me. Don't tell the rest of the comedians. Don't tell the GM. Talk to me. Like I'm the type of person when I worked in corporate America, I didn't go straight to HR. I talked to you first. I talked to your supervisor. Like I'm not gonna just make it this big thing because it ain't.
It should just be a simple conversation.
Right. And I've had that simple conversation with a lot of artists, male and female, in this industry about anything I could have did to rub them the wrong way, and we moved on from it.
Right.
There's comics I didn't like last year. I booked them this year because we're adults. We talk. We moved on. So if somebody is not able to have the emotional intelligence, the patience to bring that to me as an adult and give me a fair chance to actually fix it, fuck your problems.
Like, you guys were talking about church or whatever earlier. Hallelujah. There you go.
Yeah, man, shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I can only meet you halfway. I'm like, I don't know a problem exists until you bring it to me. And don't bring me a problem without a solution.
Right.
Shannon's always dressed for church.
Or court. Or court.
Yes, you are, Luke. So how you been, man?
I've been chilling, man. Yeah, I come in here, he start asking me the controversial last question. No, yeah, you gotta be ready with Luke. He asked you anything. You believe in aliens? Did you really put a pill in there, dude? Like, it's like, God damn it, Luke.
Oh, we could talk about that.
Yeah, you know what, dude? Look,
How
I signed a NDA. I can't talk about that. No, I've been good though.
Have you had your therapy? He wants to know how you're feeling.
How do I feel? I'm gonna go with cool, surprise.
Mine is bewildered.
That's not on it.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, it's actually on my chart. I don't know why they always give me that one.
It's not on it.
That's fine. That's my go-to, like my karaoke song. It's bewildered.
But I've been good though, man. Like I kind of like took a break from I had to put the brakes on like just pushing these shows as much, you know, just overextending myself as an artist. And I'm to a point now I'd rather do 3 meaningful shows a week than do 7 just to say I was booked all week. You know what I mean? And it's not really about the pay too much at this point.
It's quality.
Yeah, and it's not really. And even if the pay isn't what I would quite agree to, I'm like, what else do I gain from this? Who else gonna be there? Is it in a place I've never been to? Like, you know, I'll take a big.
They got a good audience.
Yeah,
even
like,
if it's a sleeper.
Can I get some good footage there? Yeah, can I get something out of this? Right,
Yeah.
and as long as I can check off some of that list, you know, I'll pull up. So
there you go.
You know, it's been that thing, trying to humble myself within some of my recent successes. You know, it went to my head a little bit. So you know, and that's why my dumbass just got a jail. I was in film school. I'm like, you're not Diddy, Shannon. You're Shannon. Like, you're not Diddy. Like,
you still got to wake up in the morning and look at you in the mirror.
Yeah. And I didn't like what I was looking at, dude. So I had to. So I sit.
That's living my life for a whole different reason. It's just my age. How bad I look. But yeah.
But yeah, I had to take a break. I had to center back. I had to recenter. You know,
there you
I had
go.
to refocus. Yeah.
Good.
And I think I'm back.
it sounds like this involved a woman.
No, not at all. I've been with the same woman this entire time.
Oh, okay. So you didn't like what you looked.
No, had nothing. No. She's the main one. Like, she was like, here's the gym membership. Take it if you want to. Like, I gained a little bit of weight.
Whoa, a gym membership.
Yeah, but she don't give a damn. Like,
gym membership.
No. You'll never see me insecure about things I can change. Like, I can change my weight. Like, all I gotta do is start eating healthier, stop deep frying foods, and go to the gym 3 times a week. You'll see a dramatic change in your fucking life. Like, it ain't hard. That's easy to do. Like, how people perceive me and how people perceive me matters. That's the challenge. Now, because I'm used to not giving a fuck how nobody feel, but you're not gonna be successful in this if everybody don't like you.
Now, Shannon, can we do a second take with that? Can you hold the bag up to your chest and go ahead and do that one more time for us?
Oh yeah, this right here.
Yeah, right there. And it's eat a chip as you're saying.
All right, I got you. All right,
go ahead.
Real cinematic. If I am not willing to do better by myself.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, we could do a commercial for.
I fucking with Charlie.
Oh, we should do.
Calidad, Mexican chips. That's right. $2.69 at Save Mart right
Hey,
now
I'll
this
take
week.
it. It should taste like freedom to me.
Tastes like freedom. And trans fat. That's right.
Trans fat. Better than transatlantic. I'll take trans fat any day. Guys are horrible.
We support the trans fat community here in San Francisco.
Oh no.
You did not.
No. Yeah, I'm glad our audio wasn't dubbed just now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
that was all him. I didn't say that.
Oh,
shit at all.
look,
I didn't say that.
we just lost Peoria.
What is Yeah, speaking of the trans, what is this
Oh Lord, I'm gonna
turf recently? This the trans people. I've had some call me a turf, and are they set claiming? Or is there claiming some turf or? They said it's TERF. Trans. I don't know the rest.
Am I looking this up?
But,
I heard that word and then I learned it and then I forgot.
They kept calling me, and I
and
feel
they
like
keep calling me surf, so I'm getting it.
sir.
And turf.
I feel like they're like setting some claim to some area or something, like they're set tripping.
I'll put it this way. I feel the same way about their
What is
community
it?
as I do about anything else in life. Is that you got to give us time to adapt. There's so many changes. Like before I can even get a chance to learn the vocab and to learn what these terminologies mean, they've added 3-4 more. They've taken one away. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm constantly in this point where I'm like, am I up to date? Do I know? Am I being respectful right now? Am I being inclusive? Like it's hard to keep up with it. Like I'll never forget once I finally learned what LGBTQ meant, they added a plus. Then they added an I and an A. And I'm just like, and now I heard it's even more letters than that. Like I just read this thing like, don't label me. But then there's like 14 new genres of gender in there. And I'm like,
Labels.
but don't label me. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, like make it make sense.
know what
I'm trying to be an
you know
ally,
what
bro.
that plus means? That plus means they're gonna make something up for you, whether you like it or not. You're about to be a plus.
Okay, so a TERF is a trans exclusionary radical feminist, an advocate of radical feminism who
Wait.
believes that a trans
I
woman
thought they were
gender's
different.
identity is not legitimate
Oh,
and who is
I guess they are.
hostile to the inclusion of the trans people and gender diverse people
So,
in the feminist
so these are
movement.
women basically that are like, we're women. Stop trying to like, no, we're women. Don't do that.
I mean, they were-
Exactly.
Blah, 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 yes.
Like they're basically like, we're women. We're the only thing that's considered a woman.
What the hell?
You don't- we have periods, you don't.
Oh, okay. Type
so
of
they
shit.
were calling
Okay,
me
all
a
right.
turf? Like meaning I'm a woman?
Well, clearly it's
I don't
catching
know.
hold if
Maybe
it has
that's
a term.
really raw.
If it has a
Just
term and
looking
you
for
can
the
Google
easy-
it, that means it's holding weight. So I'm like, because you can't look up some nicknames and words that we have in Baltimore. You were able to Google that shit, so it's holding weight, which means this is a real group of people. And you know, like I
It's
ooh,
on
I don't have opinions on this
Wikipedia.
shit. That's
How
what-
real
I'm
can
not
it
even a
be?
woman. I don't have no opinions on this shit, bro. I'm not going out like this. I ain't got no opinions. That's between them.
Okay, so they've been calling me a woman that bleeds. I don't appreciate that.
We'll go into overtime a little bit, guys, because I'd be talking too much.
Yeah, I'm here late. I
This,
can't-
this is how I don't charge him.
Oh, he doesn't charge me good.
That's hilarious. Like, I caught that.
Yeah, but you got it too.
Man, he's crazy.
Oh.
He is crazy.
Oh yeah, death. Talk about death again. Start.
It's time for the Dahmer
This is-
Files with Luke.
This is death.
The Dahmer
And then
file.
that's it.
Could have been better than the Epstein portfolio content.
Oh,
That was last
time.
That was last second.
Okay, can that ever be an accident? Can people
An accident? What, to get on a private
can
flight?
people have been on Epstein Island
What, to be on a private island and go over there and not know that you were there the whole entire time? And
and not around? I mean, that's yeah. It has. Okay. Now I realize.
I don't think I could accidentally go to Atlantis or Cancun, accidentally,
Well,
and then stay there for 2 weeks.
the whole thing is about.
I don't think I can accidentally stay anywhere for 2 weeks.
The whole thing is about like pedo business, right? Is that what Epstein Island is?
A paddle business?
Pedo.
Pedo.
A pedophile.
That's what. Wait, that's.
Yeah, they were doing. It was like Sex Island, and they were saying.
Now you
that
make
all
it
the
sound
girls were-
nice, man. It's Sex Island.
Nah, I mean, it looks nice. You see like the brochure, and you're just like, why does
Pedo
everyone?
Paradise?
Yeah. Well, see,
It sounds funny to you see the
That sounds-
brochure. Like nothing on the brochure
Well,
is appealing.
Kids Canal.
until
What do you want to
say-
call it?
Well, until you said
I don't understand
pedo
it.
also, but if it's just sex paradise.
Man, if you look at those
so bad,
pictures,
man.
Luke, it looked like a father son.
Unless it's
It
kids.
looked like a father daughter like dance at like middle school or something like that. Like it looks so off, dog. Like Like I would see those pictures, be like,
So
this
you know
was the
right off
last
the bat.
party, and I'm like, I'm gonna skip this one, my G. Like I don't think, like I know, like
Said Trump in the corner going like this.
yeah, and then,
Okay.
don't get the name dropping. There were so many people there, bro. Like Jesus Lord. I was like, how did you not notice this? Like, I'm like, because I'm pretty good at minding my business, but a whole island? Like, how you? I mean, shit, I could go down Mission Street and not notice what's going on Front Street, dog. But like, oh, they doing what on Folsom? Get out of here! But god damn it!
If I'm
But
going,
you didn't smell none of the piss. Like, come on, bro. Like, man, it's
at
crazy.
the same time, I guess you're kind of trapped. If you go to an island and then you see there's a bunch of little kids there, you could be like, dang it, I'm trapped. The next plane doesn't.
You wanna know what I was thinking
come
about?
for-
The
yeah.
fear of everyone knowing that you're leaving early and not having a good time.
You're the snitch.
And that, cause we got a snitch now. That would scare me more than anything. I get there and everyone's like, "Oh, you having fun, Shannon? Yeah, yeah, yeah." And you're like, oh, "I need to get the fuck up out of here. It's on some get out shit." Now all of a sudden, everybody see you want to leave. Now shit going wrong. Oh, the plane got canceled, Shannon. Oh, this intern pilot could take you though. You about to die over that Atlantic. There's no way in the fuck. They bet the Aaliyah your ass. Like there's no way in the hell. That's what I'm like. All of a sudden your bags was too heavy. All you have was a goddamn fanny pack. Like how the fuck did the plane go down? That's why I'm like, this type shit happens when you start asking questions on an island like that. You know what I'd have did? I'd have went out a real one. I'd have enjoyed the shit out of the island. Because they would have never thought, they would have never expected me or one to leave. I'm like, 'cause that's when you don't go home, dog. I'm like, oh, hell no, this is great. FC, we should get sponsors for this shit. Like, oh my God, I played the 50. They'd have my pictures on the wall and everything. When I got home, I'd have snitched like I'm about to pull a Snowden when I got home.
I mean, honestly,
Look at my
I bet you
I mean,
he
that's
didn't
how
even
they
get to
say
read
this
that
will
letter I sent him in jail. I
That's-
just said we just want to hang together.
That's, yo, stop. Yo!
comedians, right?
All I wanted to do was hang with the guy.
That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. Ooh, that's classic. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
So,
No,
We gonna just act like he said that. All right, okay. All right.
we're just gonna ignore that shit
All right,
right
hey,
here.
all right, moving on.
That's right.
Turf is the word. All right, okay.
That's why there's a disclaimer.
That's what, I threw the disclaimer on because I was ready to get sued. Sorry,
It's
you
for
guys.
Paul.
It's really for me, not for Luke.
Last week I believe I said Madonna is gonna be the next celebrity to die. I think it may be Suzanne Summers.
left that one on.
Because she's got some. Who do you think is gonna be the next celebrity to die?
Damn, I don't even want to put words on him. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's
I don't
one
even
of the
wanna speak that
blowfish,
into-
not Hootie.
Like it was
Not
pretty-
Hootie, but one of the blowfish.
Darius.
I feel it.
Darius.
No, not Hootie. He's
I
not
said
going.
Darius.
Yeah, that's the same.
Yo, what's
guy.
the guy that does the good, the bad, and the ugly?
Eastwood.
Clinton.
Oh.
Yeah, he got to be next, bro. He got to be somewhere on there because Betty White was a safe bet a few years ago. So I'm
Dirty
like,
Harry.
yeah, that got to be a safe bet at this point. I mean,
heard
probably.
that
That was
in a while.
because he had a lot of STDs.
I mean, God bless our president, but you know,
Wait.
he's not too
Who?
far behind him.
Clint Eastwood.
He fall off one more bike.
Maybe keep him alive. What kind? Hmm.
The
well,
good, the bad, and the ugly.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, there's a couple of people I can, you know.
A good
I mean,
combination.
I'm pretty sure 3 rappers are overdue right now with this fentanyl epidemic going on. Yeah, I'm
Oh
like,
my god.
yeah, I'm like, hey, you know, little fentanyl, we gonna have it because every time a drug kills somebody, a rapper comes out with that name. Like we had little Adderall, little fentanyl,
Xanax.
little PCP, little Xanax. Like, yeah, I'm like, well, everything killing us, we glorify. Like, I don't get it, man. I hate hip hop.
I don't know if this is.
You need a PSA for fentanyl.
Yeah, I know. I don't even like cocaine. I just like the way it smells. Like,
Oh, you got cocaine in my fentanyl. You got fentanyl in my cocaine.
So I don't know if this was.
There's a fed in my boot.
Ice cream.
Fuck.
So I don't know if this was a past thing, but I was watching news on it. So I'm thinking it's a new thing. Kids are the new TikTok challenge is to drink borax.
That's the new TikTok challenge?
Is to drink borax.
Yeah, you want the new TikTok challenge should be to like
I
show me
told
a
you to stay
3.5
alive.
GPA. That's
Just
the new
to
TikTok
stay
challenge. I'm like,
alive.
these kids are ridiculous.
What TikTok?
TikTok, because that's what their heart's doing.
You ain't never lied.
We're inspiring this guy.
Nah, man. No, the youth inspire me. I thought I didn't.
You
give a damn. I'm
inspire
like,
people. You did comedy at an area where you had to be clean, right?
I've been doing a lot of those.
I don't
recently,
mean the
which is
gym.
weird.
Wait, it was for kids too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was for kids. So it
Speaking
was,
of kids,
so that's fucking hilarious. No, so I was originally supposed to go down to Sophie's place with Sacramento artists together, Sacramento Artists Coalition, Sacramento Artists Coalition. But they ended up keeping it. They no comedy, just keep it strictly musicians, which I understood. Because even them having a comedian, it would have been the first time they've ever done that ever for the children. And they just trying to imagine like how does this grown man make these kids from the ages like 4 to 12 laugh? And I'm like, you'd be surprised, right?
Yeah.
You'll find out, right? So to leading up to that, I did a show for folks from Cordova Unified School District and the Sheriff's Department of Sac it was at the City Hall in East Sac. It was Rancho Cordova, and I had to go completely clean. And I'm like, and it's not like I haven't done it before, but where that's the norm now. Like when I talk to certain organizations, they expect that from me now. Like it's not even in the contract no more. It's like you know who you like. It's the FFA. Like you know what's up. Like they're like chill out. And it's not as much work as it used to be, but it's still not as fun as just being able to say what the hell I want. Like. It won't be as fun. Like I'm not Steve Martin or Kevin Hart. No, fuck that. Like I want to say what I want. Like that's why I do this shit.
Did.
Yeah. You feel me? That's why I do this shit. Like if I had to be filtered on this podcast, I want to can. Goddamn it, this is like straight up.
Yeah, like
I got chill out in church, court. Like fuck that. I'm gonna say what I want.
I think God would want. Well, you think God would want you to say whatever you want?
I would hope so.
Because we brought church into this and the Holy.
Your
Spirit.
mouth is way bigger than your ears, isn't it?
Your
mouth bigger than your nose, bigger than your eyes.
I think so. Is it? Can you? I can't see it.
I feel like the more of something I have, the more I should use it. That's why I fuck a lot, dude. You know what I mean? Like it's like the more of something I have, the more I should use it.
So you have a lot.
Like,
of...
you got big ass hands and don't play sports. You're wasting your blessings. Like, like you got big ass hands and palm a basketball and don't want to dunk that motherfucker. Why are you wasting your talent?
So you have a lot of penis.
You caught that joke just now. That is hilarious. Like that is fucking hilarious. Like you just caught that. Oh my god, it's a joke.
Which brings to mind. Have you seen the Haunted Mansion?
I haven't. Is that another installation in the movie?
It's with that
with the William Rivers?
Lakeith.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell.
Lakeith. Sorry to bother you. Lakeith. Lakeith.
You can say it 100 ways. I still don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like, German, Russian. I still don't know what the hell.
Stan, I think his name's Keith. Lakeith. Yeah.
Sacramento.
Oh yeah, there was a candle penis.
Oh, the movie that just came out. That's why I don't know what he's talking about. I was like, I didn't watch this shit. All right, okay. So it's not the Barbie movie. Oh, okay. Well, it's like a newer version of Harlem Nights or some shit.
No, Hollywood Mansion, which is the ride at Disneyland.
Does this look like a penis to you?
Haunted Mansion, sorry.
Yeah, one that's on fire. I'm pretty sure that's a candle.
So it does look like a penis.
Yeah, that's on fire. That's animated on Fortnite.
Like, I don't. This looks like a penis.
You gotta really want it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you were reaching. Like,
you gotta really want that penis.
Like, they were at the Power Exchange when they thought about that. Like, hell no. Like, they were reaching.
Hey, babe, how's this guy know about the power?
Hey, bro, I be out in the Bay Area, man.
Penis. All right, hey.
Hey, look, I be out here, man.
Tell us some Power Exchange stories here.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. It's the reason why they tell you to leave your phone up front. I ain't gonna do that.
And did you have to do a lot of walking around?
I ain't gonna lie, I ran into a lot of people in there that I did not think I would see there. Facts. Like, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, okay.
Okay, the first time seeing me naked.
Nah, I'm not even tripping off that. Like, you search hard enough on Google, you can see me naked. No, but it was just seeing them naked. Like, I was like, oh shit, y'all wild out too? Like, everybody know I mean shit.
Seeing Paul naked.
No, I haven't. Not yet.
Wait, hold on. Ding.
Wait, what are you gonna bring out? Wow.
No, he gave me the sign, said plug. Well, I got a couple of those.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one with the Abe Lincoln hat on it. I like it.
Shit out of pocket.
Four score. And...
I've been watching that 90 Day Fiance a lot. You ever watch that?
No, I'm not a fan, actually. No, I don't believe in marriage to begin with. So, you know, the fact that you thought you did it in 30, you know, during the same probation, like my job didn't trust me in 90 days, bitch. I'm supposed to marry you? That ain't real. Like, that's why I'm like, I can't.
I can relate.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
safe
got 90-day probation at work, bitch. I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with you after 90 days? Hell no. It take longer to get your taxes back, man. There's no way to fuck.
So you're still in that open relationship?
Hell yeah.
Wait, okay. I thought you was like saying
hell
one
no.
person.
Nah. I'm still.
How does that work?
For
ladies around out here.
The only rule me and my girl have in terms of my physicality, my sexuality is don't bring her back any STDs or kids. And I'm like, cool, I can do that. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, and I was like, anything after that, she's like, to the birth. Now she don't want to constantly be reminded of it. She don't. Every time I go out with her, I can't have a girl on my arm. But I'm like, yeah, babe, I'm going to Cancun for a week. See you in a little bit. She's like, all right, dude. And she has the liability to do the same thing. Because I always get that question. Well, what if she want to go? She can go. That nigga better pay for it though. But yeah, she can go.
And definitely no kids with STD.
No, hell no. Because imagine, man. I was like, I gotta help him with his homework and put this ointment on him. Fuck this kid. That's why I'm like, that is crazy, dog.
There you go.
Well, STDs you can work on. Kids,
Farm this shit later.
You just can't work on because you're stuck.
Look, throw the whole shit away.
You could get
Like,
some ointment for the STD.
I'm not really trying. I'm not an ointment guy, bro. Like, I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really just not trying to go. I'd rather just not catch something. You know what I mean?
So you're just going for the Oh, okay.
And I have a very close knit, what I call it my village, right? A very close knit tribe of women that I'm physical with in certain manners. So I'm like, and I know that I'm safe within them. So like, there's no need for me to extend and reach outside of that. So it'd be doing the most. Now don't get me fucked up. If I'm on tour or something, I'm in Vegas. Yeah, you know, girl want to come back to my room, fuck it. But I'm like, it's so safe. Like I'm damn near like body wrapped in saran wrap. I don't trust this bitch. Like I don't. Like I just don't.
Booty call.
Like, straight up, man. We might just watch CNN. I don't know, bitch. Like it's, you know.
Reminds me when Tony Davidson got wrapped in the saran wrap on the booty call movie.
That is ridiculous, and that was probably Jamie Foxx's premiere role right there. That was ridiculous.
Jamie Foxx. Yeah, I saw that Clone Tyrone show recently.
It was just I like what they try to do with the concept of the movie. If you try to tie into it, just make it this literal thing, you're gonna lose your mind. But if you can open your mind a little bit and see they were kind of playing with this concept and just kind of loosely just throwing scenes together and kind of like just trying to paint a picture of what they feel that is like to be exploited by America as a person of color in this country. That's pretty much what it's about. And I'm like, and I fuck with the message. Like I get it. Like I still don't drink soda, drink Pepsi, none of that shit. That shit ain't good for us, dog. So I'm like, and it's mostly in my community. I can find a law firm quick in your neighborhood just as quick as I can find a liquor store in mine. So I'm just like, I get what they were doing with the movie, but it was a little out there.
Every block.
Wow, but it was nice.
Well, this is
Plugs. I am now. I have a second platform that I'm on. Mostly, you can find me on YouTube at Wrobs Naked Meadow. WRob''S Naked Meadow. I usually release a new music video once a week, every Friday. And I'm also on Instagram now because Instagram now has full-length videos. So Instagram is Naked Rob. So yeah, those are my platforms. And
he gets naked in his.
Hey, you heard him, dog.
What's your next gig?
My next gig, let's see. I'm farmers. I'm doing the Outer Sunset Farmers Market this Sunday, 9 to 12 on 37th and Kintar.
Right on. And you, Mr. Battle.
My name is Shannon Battle. You can find me on Instagram, Twitch, because I'm also a professional gamer too. You can find me on Twitch, Instagram, the rest of them at Shannon_battle_funny. Upcoming shows, also on Facebook. Upcoming shows, July. Wait, that already passed. I'm tripping. Did it? What's this month?
It is now the end of July going into
August.
Yeah,
I'm fucking tripping. None of those shows matter. All right, August 2nd, I'll be in Concord at this place called Vinny's. I'll be over there with Thursday Night Thunder. It's a nonprofit that works for getting children around the ages of mostly males between the ages of 14 and 18 back into a career path if they need help graduating school, whatever. So these shows, the money and the proceeds from these shows goes towards this nonprofit for that foundation. I think September 7th, I'll be in New York for New York Fashion Week. I model for Faustina clothing line over there for New York Fashion Week. That should be great.
You can get free clothes, right?
Yeah, fuck yeah. That should we think this damn vest came from? Hell yeah. Then
thought it came from a cow.
And then August 20th, I'll be right here around the corner from you guys. I'll be right here at Cobb's Comedy Club for Off the Wall Comedy. And be me, Paul Conyers, hopefully Emily Van Dyke if she responds to my message. But yeah, and I'll be featuring a lot of the local talent out here in Sacramento. I mean in San Francisco with me that night. And it's at Cobb's Comedy Club. And if anybody's listening to this right now, if they send me a message on Instagram that says Cobb's Comedy Club, I'll send you free tickets for you to come to watch the show.
Yeah. Thank you, Paul Conyers.
They got dope.
He sacrificed himself too, just like Griffin Daly did.
I miss Griffin, bro.
Because he
Griffin came off the wall at Sac.
Well, just like Griffin, Paul Conyers unfriended me, which means he sacrificed himself for someone else. You were there first, so it wouldn't be you. WRob sacrificed himself for Griffin Daly. Wait, no, the other way. Like maybe in heaven, wherever he's at, it could be. You sacrificed yourself for him. You're Griffin Daly.
He's funny. He came
what's your story about him?
No, so I met him at an open mic down here, and And he was just like, and he told me after he seen me, he was just like, I'm not the biggest fan of your style of comedy, but you're still fucking hilarious. Like, 'cause he's like, a lot of profanity. I'm just like, I'll fuck the bar so if I need to, right? Like, I don't care. And Griffin, he just had this very classy type of like, he was a gentleman about the comedy, and I like that. You could tell he wasn't from here. And I liked his style so much, I invited him to do Off the Wall at the Sacramento Punchline. He fucking shut it down. And that's the last time I talked to him. We got the chance to work with him. And then I seen that depressing ass news on Facebook about he's no longer going to be with us. So. And and when you're out there as much as you and me are, and you put yourself out there in the community as much, you're going to hear these stories more often than most because you know everybody.
Yeah.
So versus that guy, that one person that died, I lost 12 people this year already. So it's like it's ridiculous when you that and you involve with your community, how much hurt and how much happiness comes behind it too. So
well, you could
it is what it is.
See through someone's emotions in post. Like I had a friend, her husband died recently, and it's how or anything. I never met the guy, and that's the thing. I could feel it. I was feeling the pain just because I was just feeling it because of how she's expressed herself and about him in the past. He's how many people you died know died this year?
I mean, but just between comics that I know and friends and family and shit like that, like we're coming up on about 12. Like Pat, Griffin David would make about 12. Yeah, he would make 12, and it's not like I'm keeping count. It's like my life is so hard. I'm like, but that's just how involved in people's lives I am, right? Like like when I book a comic, like it ain't just like, oh, here's your pay or here's the date. I probably done got dinner with you, drinks afterwards. Like I really dive in with people. Like if I'm gonna work with you, like I'm really involved with you. And and when we lose you, when you no longer around, we feel that.
I see that.
Yeah, we feel that.
So
and I'm gonna miss him.
I guess your last words there.
No, I'm good. I just don't want to talk about Griffin.
You don't want to?
No, like I gave him his roses. I'm done.
No, he goes around the end of around the room right before we leave, and he kind of asks for last words. Not last
okay,
words
all right.
You didn't need to perform a eulogy. Don't worry.
I was like, come on, bro. I was like, God damn, I'm still gonna go to this shit. Like, I ain't even go to the fucking funeral yet. I'm like, come on, dude.
I'm just setting up.
Yeah.
No, but that was good.
No, but just one, thank you, Luke, for always just staying true to the art form. You bring artists of different walks of life that would never naturally meet each other. That cop that you had on here with me that wrote a book, I'd have never met his ass outside of this room. So
3 times, right?
Yeah, 3 times. I had dinner with this motherfucker. Like, I'm like, I can't even go back.
Together.
I can't even go back to Baltimore after this shit. So I'm like, it's crazy.
No.
They're Shannon the feds. But
but
I'm like, you put people in a room that would typically not know each other or have an opportunity to even meet each other. So for that, thank you. Thank you for being a mediator
Mark
and bringing
Clifford,
people together. Yeah, thank you.
That was a classic show. Huh? We actually had one of our first shows we ever had to edit because then I realized, okay, maybe I didn't tell people enough. Because Mark Clifford, he's such a great conversator.
Yeah, he's an orator. He's very good at talking.
You ever felt like you wanted to all of a sudden just confess to stuff?
No, hell no. No, he's not that good. No, because that's called.
Because
he's called an interrogation. Like, no,
he's a good guy.
No,
but I've made it makes you just confess stuff.
Look, I made white guys named Henry Ford interrogation room for him with the parts. Bro, I was like, I don't want no smoke. I have him telling me about his love life, bro. Like, there's the other way around. No. Okay. No. I've never wanted to confess.
You didn't like open up to him, tell him all your long-lived cigarettes, secrets, and wake up in bed with them or anything like that, right?
Oh, no. We call that pillow talk where I'm from, dog. Like, that's crazy. Like,
good to know.
Did you know that 80% of convictions in California were plea deals? You want to find this goddamn evidence, baby. I'm not helping you. Fuck out of here, baby.
All right. So, WRob, you said thing there where you're and all that
appreciation. This has been delightful, man. I love what you're doing here. I love the decor. I love the vibe. I thank you so much. I appreciate this.
Yeah, great for having you on. And so I guess next week, same time, and but hopefully direct from Any Day Fiance here. Hopefully he'll be coming through. I mean, hey, probably be a big star right there, huh? He's coming. He lives in that Modesto.
Hey, you got it. I'll open for you, buddy.
And this coming up episode, he's gonna meet the person that catfishing him or it's looking like catfishing him, and might be supposed to be a woman, but turns out to be a dude, sort of situation. So we'll find out.
Stay tuned next week
And we'll be able to talk about it.
for the world's most famous gender reveal.
Yeah, yeah, I'm excited.
He's like, the balloon was orange. I don't know what that means. Has he identified yet? Like, let me
Well,
stop.
'cause
Bro, let me stop.
You're not supposed to. I guess you're not supposed to say too much until the episode airs or something like that. So, I mean, well, on the TV.
Oh shit!
All right.
All right, well that does it. I had a great time, fellas.
Okay. Say bye, Luke.
Yeah, I might be a little stoned. Oh,
All right.
Bye.
bye,
All right. There
America.
You go. And your ending credits. Here we go, folks. Built live and in studio today, too.
Buddy, I'll take care of a lot of